So we brought up combat systems, and I have made this combat system 2 years ago when Castray first came into Second Life, which is a function that, think of it as a laser pointer, and when it touches an object or a avatar, it reports back like their UID. And if they're an avatar, and you can filter it for not to report back objects and that type of thing. And the way it works is, here, I'll show you. So I made this system, and as you see, there's some text that comes up that actually tracks your kills and your health. And I've turned the bullets off. It doesn't res a bullet. And I have it. Do you see what I did is I added distance. I added it to track. When it gets me that UID, it's filtered to only get avatar UIDs. When it gets me a avatar UID, I have it giving me their exact how tall they are and the distance I hit them at, because in my scripting I do a damage calculation of from how far away they are. And you probably don't understand. Ben would probably look at this and understand it more than others. But this does by your camera's positioning. Just like a regular gun, instead of firing a bullet though, it fires the cast ray. And then I have it filter that information down to distance and how tall you are. Because then I do a calculation from the ground to your head to see if it was a headshot or body shot. And then I do damage applying to those sections that hit your body. And it can only trigger if it hits the avatar. There's no sides. If you don't directly hit their avatar, it will not hit them. So it's cool on that aspect. The downfall is it doesn't have all the cool effects, but it can. We could build the effects that normally come out of a res bullet onto the avatar's combat system, where blood or whatever would fly out, representing that hit as the noises. You can make it look like it was a bullet. But the good thing about this is you don't have to res bullets. So imagine having a combat sim, not having to turn res on. Nobody can grift anybody and all that with all these crazy res bullets with like 20 things inside of them. This just works off of this invisible ray. And I found, like I said, I found a way to break it down to how tall you are. And I'll show again how tall the AV is and the distance that I hit it from, and then it will calculate its damage. And then I had this hooked up to the internet. Ben would understand this. It was a simple post method. It would just give your name, your UID, and how many deaths and how many wins. And instead of having a HUD system, I built it into the gun, so when you turn on the sights, that's when that comes up. What you see, really, my health and all that. My whole health system and everything is built into this. A game like this could be easily modified, and this has like recoil and pretty good shooting. And I added a recoil to it. It's not gonna want to play now, but so it has good eye candy. It just needs some body effects. But I mean, this is a system with the internet link already built into it. So if we just had another just a database, we could hook it to. This is ready to roll kind of thing, is I guess what I'm getting at. And I'll leave it at that.